Everybody, whoever is watching at home, welcome to the Progenitor God, our very first, well, our very first session. Welcome in if you are watching at home, whoever is watching at home. Hello, me, because I am one of the watchers at home. Um, we're
We
gonna
talking
get.
like Apple Watcher?
Hmm. Sorry, I missed what you said.
No, the Watcher from Marvel.
Oh yeah, I am the watcher in this instance. Technically, the watcher is a DM. I'm gonna just hold that to it. But we've got a. We see four characters on here, one of which is not going to be joining with us tonight. They will be at our next session, our lovely Drakir. But for our viewers slash viewer at home, we're gonna go through and look at each of our characters and just briefly introduce to the stream who our characters are. And I'm gonna start with the second character that is here. So, why don't you introduce your character and your name to the stream?
Mm.
I
Hi.
think I'm trying to find the thief kind of
I did not understand what you said.
category. I don't see anything that's like thief base,
Hold on one
or
second.
is it the rogue?
Yeah, it's the rogue, and then subclass will be thief.
Okay.
Go ahead, Michael.
So, I'm Michael. This is my character, Tugiros, better known as Gil. He's a Triton Ranger from a noble lineage. I don't know. That's about what I got.
That's totally fine. And next down the line,
Bunga bunga.
Psst, Larry. Is he alive? Oh no, did we lose him already? I think Jacob's dead.
Oh, wait, it's me. Oh shit, no, never mind.
No, you got. I think we lost our barbarian.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I walked out.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I've returned. Yeah. I'm a dwarf barbarian. Uh, Larry Brambleforge is my name. You can just call me Larry.
Oh, Larry Barbarian.
Brambleforge is a long line of carpenters. I like handling wood. I like shaving wood. I rub my wood to make sure it's smooth. Uh, Sometimes I nail my wood into other wood. It is what it is.
Sometimes it be like that.
It's funny.
I'll handle your wood for money. You just that's
All right.
Couple of gold pieces, right?
yeah,
God.
whatever.
And last but not least,
That's me. So I'm Fei Fei. My name is Manuela, and I am a life cleric. I'm half elf, half tiefling. Obviously not pictured here, but that's okay.
it's alright. We'll take what we can get from the AI.
um, I'm an archaeologist out to find the next relic that I can offer my god, Salune.
Yay. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Jamal is in the process of finishing up his character. We will get your introduction as soon as you are ready for that.
All right.
Our last person here who I will show everyone, but they are not here tonight, is Drakir. So we have our edge lord over there. All right.
What is Turkir?
What? is
What?
trickier? That is a great question. Let me pull up their character sheet real fast. Creepy, I'll tell you that much. Creepy and edgy. There's a certified 5e species in there. They are in Asimar. But our goal for tonight,
Excuse me.
simple. So one simple goal to answer the king's call. Our sponsors are very real, very actually existing sponsors. We are so sponsored. Gods, what are they good for? Absolutely something for someone out there.
Hey, wait, I'm sorry to interrupt, but how do I like write down my character's name?
I sent you the Roll20 link, so you'll click on that.
Yeah. I'm on the site right now. I'm looking through
Yes.
the stats and everything. I just
So
like how do I
let me
like play my character's name?
hold on. I will give you access to your character sheet. I might have to refresh my page actually. It should say that you are in here, but I don't know how Roll20 updates or when it updates. If it's real time or what, but I don't see your name listed in here yet.
Yeah, I mean,
You'll have to accept the link first, and when it says that you can open up the actual game, that's where you'll make your character sheet. You'll make it in the
right,
actual game.
right. I picked the rogue character, and
That is
then
weird
past
because I
that, I
don't
see all
see
the subclasses.
Are you like in the game on Roll20?
Yeah,
That is strange. We don't
sending you a
see it on
screenshot. Hang on.
Yeah, so I can see what you're looking at. I'm gonna start trimming that music down just a little bit. Oh, you're on the 5e tools. That's just for your information. Um, so on the link that I DM'd you, click on that. That's you can just keep the 5e tools for like if you need to look up anything about your specific class and stuff like that.
Right.
So actually I think it just sent you the link to the to the DM chat or to the actual chat in there. How do I Roll20, man? Here, let me do it this way. Click that one. That should take you to the actual page. I've sent that on Discord.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this looks right.
There you go. And then when it adds you in, I will. It should say that you're in here now. I'm gonna refresh just in
Oh
case.
boy. Oh boy. Hang on me. I gotta make a password or. Oh my
Yes.
god, dude! I didn't.
And then
Okay, yeah, I'm very unprepared here.
it is okay. I'm gonna start doing my spiel in just a second. So if you have any questions, DM it to me, and then I will answer it as I
Right.
can. All right. So welcome to the Progenitor God. All of you have received a letter from the king, asking you to come and save his missing child. He has been missing for about 15 days, and he's desperate to find him again. Each of you have been given, I believe we said he gave you 15 gold before. Let me open that page because I don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. And that's on session 0 notes. You've got 75 gold coins, and he said that after you completed the job and found his son, he would give you 25 more afterwards. Um, so all of
I
you,
get payment in advance.
yeah, he gave you a little something to give you an incentive to actually find his child. And you guys we're walking up to the city gates, and I'm gonna move us over, and you will have to zoom out because this city is large. I apologize. I make really big maps. The better for you to see with. Da, 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 da. And I'm going to.
That's so fancy.
I'm gonna have to figure out why Roll20 is being weird with my music. Is I'm gonna have to keep switching between browsers. All right. So strange.
We can just do this, right? Didn't.
All right. So you guys will be represented by this little token here. This will be as you're traveling through the city map. This will help you guys kind of keep an eye on where you are, because the city is large. You are coming up to these city gates. You're all walking individually, and oh, that's it. The sky is bright blue. It's a clear day. The sun is shining. There are people walking in and out of the city. There's people, mostly humans, that you've noticed as you're walking up to the city gates. And standing outside of the large stone gates is an elven man. He bows to you, and let me show his picture for your sakes. This is what it looks like.
I'm right.
And the elven man he's about 6'5". He's wearing full scale armor and a long blue cape with an owl insignia on it. There's a staff in the claw of the owl. He got sharp brown eyes as he's staring at you all, and he bows gently, or not gently, but he kind of bows like elegantly. It is a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Ikinola. I have come to retrieve you for the king. You guys just
Ooh.
stare at him.
We're a roleplay heavy group, can't you tell?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I guess we should just follow him then, shouldn't we?
I'm gonna walk up to him and dip my head and thank you for retrieving us.
Yes, of course. I am pleased that you all have answered the king's call. And he'll wave his hand towards his really, really large carriage. And it's made out of wood and it looks insanely fancy. It's pulled by two very large white dire wolves, and they're both about horse size, and both of the dire wolves look back at you guys and give a light bark, almost like a playful bark. And what you guys do is he opens his hand to this to the carriage.
Is he like gesturing us to the carriage?
Yeah, he's like holding out his hand and lightly bowing to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to it and just take a look inside.
Gil is going to also walk over to it, but climb right in.
Yeah, well, what I'm looking for is alcohol. Is there any alcohol in the carriage?
So you look on the inside of the carriage, and the carriage is huge. It is a very large inside. And when you go to look to the middle of the carriage, there is a pedestal there, and all it has are baked goods and a big old pitcher of water.
Okay, well, I'm gonna walk in and sit down, um, and and just assume that the beverages and everything are free game. I'll probably
Oh,
drink the whole jug of water as we've been traveling. No need to worry about my fellow travelers. I'm a thirsty, heavy man.
When you pick up and drink the pitcher, it automatically refills itself.
Oh, Jesus.
I sigh with relief.
And Faye and oh God, I'm just gonna call you Gil. And Gil, do you guys jump into it? Jump inside?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I've already climbed in, and as I get in, all the bubbles swirling and floating through the air kind of just swoosh in a little vortex through the doorway into the carriage with me.
I'll turn to the elven guard, give him a nod, and slowly make my way in. Grab a little bread, because I'm hungry. Grab some water.
So you guys take a bite. You take a bite of this bread, and this bread is delicious. It is fresh. It's warm. It's like it feels so heavenly, and the water is crisp. This water feels like it was melted down and brought down from the mountains. This water is so good. Why did that stop? Oh, right, the loop. And it smells wonderful. And when you take a piece of the bread, it is instantly replaced. Please take your seats as we will be moving along shortly. And he'll close the door to the carriage, and he'll go to the front. There's windows on either side of the carriage, so you can still look outside, and you can see him sitting in the carriage seat to steer the dire wolves. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, we
Uh-oh.
lost somebody.
He said, nope.
Oh no, he's dead. Well, he's still in roll 20, so that's good at least. Well, I was gonna introduce his character later anyway. So, but you watch as the dire wolves kind of look back at the at Iki, and he gives a little smirk, and you watch him wave his hands like he's doing a whipping motion, but there's nothing in his hands when he's doing it. And when he brings them down, you hear the snapping of a whip echoing off of the gates here, and the dire wolves begin to pull the carriage very, very easily. Almost a calm pull, and they give a light howl, and you start to enter the city proper. Hey, there he goes.
Welcome back.
He's alive.
No, it just booted me.
Oh no. Uh-oh, it booted you from roll 20 too. So, what are you guys doing as the carriage is pulling you along? It's not a bumpy ride, and people are staying out of the way if you guys, as you're walking down, as the carriage, I should say, is being pulled down the walkway.
I'm a little fixated on watching these two strangers eat this magically replenishing plate of food.
I'm fighting the urge to take more bread because it was so delicious. So I'm just kind of sitting there quietly, taking in all of the beauty of the cart and the city.
Larry, you stuffing your face?
Yeah, I'm still eating as much as I can, and the bread is continually replenishing, and I'm contemplating whether I should just take the plate and dump it in my bag and put it back and see if it'll all come back or not.
Yeah, then every time you take a muffin or a cookie or something, it instantly gets replaced.
Surprised Fei Fei didn't do that after picking all those vegetables on the way here.
See, I'm prepared, so I don't want to take too much bread. You guys can have the bread.
Oh, that face so nice.
I don't know who's baking this bread, but it just keeps coming back. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and dump a plate of it into my bag.
You dump the plate, and yeah, it instantly refills with more bread. And
Ah, look at that! Take as much elven bread as you wish, friend.
and you-
So Gil sees this and starts to wonder if you just hold the plate sideways or upside down, if it would just be like an endless rain of pastries.
Are you gonna do it?
I am gonna do it. I'm gonna grab the plate and put it upside down and just watch what happens.
You go to tilt the plate, and it starts to, like, a lot of bread and baked goods start pouring out, and then at one point it just stops.
Oh shit!
I start shaking the plate up and down, like more is just gonna magically fall out of it.
A muffin pops out.
Wondering why it stopped.
A muffin pops out, but then nothing else happens.
I'm gonna go ahead and just leave the pile of pastries and set the plate back.
I see him do this, right? So I'm curious about the water now, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I just start pouring the water out. Is it?
Yeah, it pours out on the ground, and it starts soaking the rug, and you watch as the rug below you, it's a really pretty cerulean blue. It just starts absorbing the water.
Absorbing the water, all the pastries are getting soggy.
The water.
I grab them like, ah!
You watch as the rug starts absorbing the food as well.
Oh my god!
I immediately take my feet off of the rug so that it doesn't absorb me as well. What is this thing?
That is courtesy of the queen. She's quite the mage.
I'm very
Self-cleaning
interested.
carpets.
So I'm touching the carpet, trying to see if I can see what kind of magic is in it.
Roll me an Arcana.
Can you remind me how to do that?
Yeah, so on your character sheet, you will here, let me actually open your character sheet. On the left hand side of it, you'll see a bunch of skills that say like acrobatics, and it's right next to your skills. Your
Oh, I see.
yeah, there you go. Trying to get this to load. Roll20 loves rolling slow for me. Oh, you are
4.
trying to figure out the magic, but you're just so distracted by the bread. That bread was some good ass bread. You have not tasted good bread like that in a while.
Has all of the bread been absorbed? Because if not, I'm gonna try my hardest to kind of sneak and grab one to put in my bag.
You pick it off the top.
It's slowly being absorbed into the carpet, so you are able to grab one before it goes off.
Okay. Put it in my bag. Keep that for later.
Oh, you know what? Could I go ahead and grab that one muffin that fell out?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna snatch it. Muffins are great. Is blueberry or is it what is it?
It's poppy seed.
I sniff it. Poppy seed.
You go to smell this muffin, and it's not blueberry. It smells like it is a berry. In fact, why don't you roll me a nature check?
It smells
Oh.
plural.
All right.
Oh no, we're rolling great. We're doing great for our first session. Let's get the bad rolls out the way now.
Boysenberry. Did you say boysenberry?
You go to look down at this muffin. You know it's a muffin. You can't tell if it's what type of berry is inside of it, but you know it's a delicious berry.
Mm. 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 It's hot and fresh, so I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it. I think that's probably the best thing to do. No need to waste a good hot muffin. You know what I mean? The only thing that would make it better is a little butter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't tell what type of muffin this is, but it is a berry muffin. That much you do know.
All right. Well, I'm in the chat right now. I'm looking at the archive chats. This is about as far as I'm in, I guess.
Have a character sheet named Kaklo, Yuvu. You can change that as you see fit. And you can keep sending me those pictures as well, and that way I can help you out and make sure you're able to make your character. And is anybody looking out of the window?
I'll look out the window, try to see some of the people looking back at us.
Yeah, they are definitely looking at you. And in fact, roll me an insight check.
Okay. Bear with me here. Insight.
My bubbles are also going to be kind of dancing by the windows, just looking at the sights. Not at all getting in Fei-Fei's way.
Gently moving them aside.
7. Oh, that's weird. You can only see the chat. You must be on mobile.
Yeah, I am.
That explains it. I will open Roll20 on my mobile phone as well. You are going to look out at the people, and you see faces. You see noticeably nothing but human faces, but you can't really tell what they're thinking or anything.
Okay.
But they are staring at you.
I'm almost like perplexed. Like, I understand we're here for something, but it's quite strange that everyone is staring at us like that.
Yeah, they are definitely looking. And is anybody else looking out of the window?
Yeah, I guess as we're rolling down the road, I'm looking out the window myself.
You can also roll me an insight.
Okay. Oh, is that how you do that?
There we go. Yes. So, Larry. You've just got finished like nomming up on some bread. You've gotten some good muffins, which after taking a bite out of one, you do figure out that it's a type of wild berry, and that's only found in this area. But you go to look outside, and you see that the people are staring at you, and they're staring at both you and Faye, and they don't look happy to see you. These people are kind of staring at you with disgusted looks on their faces.
Oh.
Racism.
I'm gonna grimace at him when I notice. You know what I mean? The consistency. These people don't really like us that much, or they're just prejudiced against short folk.
Are we able to communicate with the guard who's driving the
Yeah.
cart, or is it all closed?
Yeah, he has the window open so you guys can talk to him at any point.
Okay. I would ask him if there is something we should be knowing about the townsfolk. Or the city folk, sorry.
Well, I suppose the king should have probably alerted this to you, but the humans around here are not particularly fond of Fae. You see, 32 years ago, one of their soldiers in a training accident were killed, and the Fae have held a grudge ever since. It's not been too kind to our folk around here, and that is probably why they are all staring at you. But do not be alarmed, they will not hurt you. They understand that you are here on the king's orders, and they will not let any harm befall you. They are afraid of the king in that manner.
Is the king a tyrant?
Repeat that for me, you cut out just a little bit.
Is the king a tyrant?
No,
He's like tyrannical.
he is very kind. He's almost kinder to us than his own people are, actually. He's a very...
Oh yeah, this is totally like Vox Machina.
Not exactly. He does...
Well, I mean, Vox Machina, like in a practical form, is D&D.
Oh yeah, I love Vox Machina, actually. Can't wait for the next season. And, yes, and he split the Fae into their own parts of the realm, the city. We will be coming up on it in just a couple of seconds, actually. And the carriage pulls along, and the people aren't looking at you with any better, but you do notice that all of these people look rich. They are in the finest of clothing. The buildings are huge, towering over you. Even in this carriage that's like twice as big as you would expect of a normal carriage, it is towering over this place. And the streets are clean, and the people look very finely trimmed, and everything kind of like looks in that same caliber up until you start coming up to a fountain. And in the middle of this fountain is a giant statue of a man who you can only assume is the king. And off to... God, I got this wrong yesterday too. Off to your left, you'll see gates to a little bit less for wear gates. They're made out of wood, and you can see on the inside that sand is different from the flooring that you've been traveling on until this point. And inside you can see Fae of different species walking around. And everybody, roll me an insight check.
Insight.
Yes. Oh no. Okay.
How do you do that right there where you click on insight? How are you doing that?
It's exactly what you said. I clicked on insight.
Yeah, so on your character sheet, just click on the insight.
Oh, I have to have the character sheet pulled up. Okay.
Yes.
It'll make it so much easier for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll high, roll high.
Hang on, I'm gonna get high here in a second. Hold on.
The best part is I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
also too distracted by by all of the sights and stuff.
Yeah, I'm too busy watching my little elementals.
So, Minuela, or Faye, you are looking inside at the Fae, and You notice that they don't look hungry. They just look tired. They look overworked. But they definitely don't look like they're being starved or they're short of any food. They just look kind of really worn out. And you're Larry and Gil are just they aren't paying too much attention. They kind of look over and they're distracted by the fact that these Fade are there, but you don't look too hard at their people. And,
I'm just curious if they're, what would be the word? Not torture, but being used for something, I guess. Being well taken care of, yes, but I wonder why they're so tired.
and do you tell your party members this? That you see these things, that they don't look like all starving or anything, or do you keep that information to yourself?
For now, I'm gonna keep it to myself.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
Just observing.
And you guys come up to the statue, and the carriage kind of pulls around it, and you eventually, as you turn onto the front of this statue that's facing forward, you come across to this very, very large roadway. And at the end of it, you can tell from even this far back, this is a large castle. There, off in the distance, you can see the flags of an owl holding this a staff on it again. And as you get closer to it, people are still staring at your carriage, but they're definitely staying out of the way. And you see some of them whisper to each other as you get closer to the castle. And the closer you get to the castle, the more you can see how absolutely tall these gates are. The gates to the castle are larger than the gates to the city. It is towering up above, almost miles above your eye level, and as you can't even see the top of the gates inside of the carriage. You come up to it, and there are guards of both Fae and human sitting here. They stand in attention as the door to the carriage opens up automatically. And Iki steps off of the carriage, and he waits in front of the carriage and bows to you all again. Please swallow me this way.
Okay, well, I guess we should go follow him.
Start to make my way ahead.
Mad. I assume we just kind of like file out and follow him in.
Yep, I'll go as well.
Yeah. Start to make my way out.
Alright. So you guys are walking into the castle proper. You're not followed by any of the soldiers, but they are kind of staring at you, especially the humans that you've noticed. And I'm going to move us over one more spot. Give me one.
Oh.
Dang, graphics performance
Oh
notification.
heck yeah, lighting.
Yeah, I need to turn it off. Give me 1 second. There you go.
Oh.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
People!
People.
There are people. Give me 1 second to set that ambience.
The ambiance.
I mean, ambiance.
Oh, I see it.
I like how y'all made tokens and I'm just a fucking square.
You know, if you send me your character picture, I'll make you a token.
Okay.
You're trying to make up for being so small, so your picture is so big.
I had to fill in the whole space. Okay.
You know.
You're like Peter Dinklage in Infinity War.
Yeah, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you guys walk into the castle. The castle is huge, just as huge as it is on the inside, and there are walkways going this way and that. It's made out of stone, and the soldiers are varying human sizes, patrolling in threes up and down the hallways. You notice that all of the Fey soldiers walk in threes together, and none of them are intermingled with each other. And decorating the hallways are flags of Akati. And
What do you mean by they're not intermingled?
so all of it's groups of three. So every group of three is either all human or they're all Fey.
Ah, gotcha.
So there's not a mixture of them. And up above, like really high up on the ceiling, there are mosaics of the goddess Akati, and she's got short hair and she's holding a staff that none of you recognize. And the windows also have the same picture of her holding the staff and an owl behind her. And that owl is also holding the same staff. And each of the soldiers have this owl on their backs as an embroidery, and everything is in blue and silver. As you're walking upstairs, there's a very, very long thing of stairs, and at one point, Larry, you've got a oh look, we've got bots in the chat. Look at us go.
Woo!
And then,
Yay!
oh no, my moderator is not here. Oh well. How do I can get rid of that? Hey, but
How do
you
you?
guys,
Oh, never mind.
I don't know how to work this on OBS.
I'm gonna say, how do you know they're bots?
I don't. Well, they're telling me cheap viewers are on this website, so
Oh,
love that.
Cheap viewers, boy.
but is that me? Am I the cheap viewer?
Is it me? Am I the viewer? It's like, how dare you insult me?
This is my first time. It's gonna be pretty cheap.
Exactly. But you guys walk up to these really large throne doors, and the doors look like they're made out of this brass. So it's not the same like silvery color as everything else in the castle that you've come across. And you walk upstairs, and Iki kind of leaves you as he stands at the bottom of the stairs. And you guys walk up to the thrones, and you walk through the doors, and you're instantly met with these large stone walls, and the doors are already open inside, leading into this large throne room. And you guys are welcome to move your tokens as you see fit.
So something that did pop into my head is
Yeah.
the opulence, everything. They have so much wealth. Why are they asking for us to find the sun when they have money, obviously, for soldiers to go out and do?
That is a good question. You will be able
Okay.
to ask the king that in just a moment, actually.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you all are walking into the throne room.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep,
Looking
walking
at these
in.
stars.
Yeah, and just looking at them as we walk by, right? And
Staring
none of them talk to us. I'm
there's
guessing.
two Fays. There's two Fays.
How did
Oh
they
no!
Why don't I see your token anymore?
Oh.
What? Can you can see your token?
I don't know if I want to get into this game.
Yeah.
Can you move your token?
It's all
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Trying to keep up with you guys, and
I'm saying if I ever
Yeah.
were in here, my character's name will be Miles Ezio. I'm a rogue who is bastard thief / assassin. Blah blah blah.
It sounds all good. You're all good, sir.
Taking a look at these intricate sofas.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
sofas
so
look nice. And as you guys enter into the throne room, one of the soldiers near you go, King, introducing King Gerard Alexandre, seventh of his name, our holy liberator. And pop up the
Oh,
king there, and the king is sitting in the throne room with his hands in his with his face in his hands. He looks up at you with a stern face. He's wearing this silver armor with blue linings on it, and he's got a blue cape on and a gold crown on his head. And you guys look at him, and you can see his eyes were bloodshot from crying. There's bags under his eyes, and he sees you all walking up to him and sits back and Our Lady Queen Penelope Alexandre, first of her name, most beautiful woman in the land. And the queen, let me pop that up.
boy, I'm gonna give her the side eye real hard walking up.
All right.
Goodness.
I'm like, ooh.
Uh,
Is that corset real or is everything, matching underneath?
you know,
She kind of looks like a turtle.
What?
Got that long neck, boy. You know what that's all about.
not a turtle.
I just her lower jaw, even all the way back, is just a different color than the upper part of her face.
This poor
They were
woman.
just they were just
That's
experimenting
disturbing.
with
That's
makeup and
disturbing.
things.
She's learning how to contour. It's okay.
Look, she's not doing it herself. And the queen's like staring at you all. She's got long blonde hair. Half of it's resting on her shoulder. She's wearing a blue dress, the same color as the king's cape, and her right leg was crossed over the other, almost slightly exposing her thigh. Her hands resting in her lap. She had a very thin, like her mouth is in just thin line, blank expression, and she doesn't even look like she's got an ounce of emotion. She's very, very stoic. And the king stands up from his seat and uh, coughs a little. Ah, you, the heroes, you've arrived. I've been looking for you, looking forward to your joining us today. Thank you, thank you. And he'll walk up to you guys, and he'll bow to you. Like he'll actually kneel down and bow to you all, and then shake each of your hands.
I shake his hand, but I'm very confused as to why a king just kneeled and bowed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
He's
thank
that
you.
desperate?
This man's desperate.
Wow, so he's bowing to those he would consider less than him.
He sure is. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please. And he'll clap his hands as a soldier brings you all a glass of water.
I take
Refreshments.
wine.
They'll hand you a
I'll-
glass.
I'll take
Like
the
a
cup,
chalice.
but this time I'm looking at it like not exactly sure if I should drink it. I'm just kind of holding it.
I will also hold one without drinking it,
Alright.
and my little elementals are gonna play around with it like it's a pool.
They'll give Drakira one. Larry, do you take a glass?
You know what? I got bubble gut from the jug that I drank on the way here, so I'm just gonna
Wow.
wave my hand away.
Yes, understandable. Would wine be more to your liking? We have plenty of wine and ale.
Boy, it's hard to pass up a good wine. Just
Yes,
bring me a bottle.
yes, of course, anything. And he'll clap his hands, and the human soldier will walk away, and then come back like about 5 minutes later. He'll come back with more, with a whole bottle of the finest ale you've ever seen.
Boy, I'll just take it, and I'm holding it now.
I am.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, of course, anything for the heroes. You must understand, I've been waiting for you all for so long. We've been looking for my son all over. We just can't find him. Thank you so much.
Can I roll an insight check on the queen as I've been watching how she reacts to her king
Yes.
act very unregal?
Yes, roll me an insight. Ooh.
Oh,
With
There we go!
our
Nat
That's
20,
fat
baby!
right there.
I got a
That's
nat
fat,
1.
baby.
Now I got a nat 20. Let's go.
the duality of D&D. You're staring at this woman, and she is disgusted. She does not like that you all are here. Does not she doesn't like that the king is bowing. She doesn't like that he is treating you guys with so much respect, but she is holding her tongue. With the nat 20 I gave you, she knows that as a person of court of the highest caliber, she has to be kind, and she has to put on that customer service look, you know. She's giving off that kind of
That
look, like
blank
she's
slate
yeah,
stare customer service.
exactly. She's giving off that aura right now.
Mm. So is she? Can I tell if is she more bothered by him or more bothered by our presence?
It's more by your presence.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
She's bothered by him, but it's mostly your presence.
Is it because none of us are humans?
You are getting with the nat 20. I give you it is. She does not like Faye. She is
Okay.
very noticeably okay with Faye. Oh no, I dropped my Reese's.
Are dwarves considered fae?
That is a great question.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think it's a very. Hold on, let's Google it. Dwarves.
It might be.
Google. When are dwarves considered adults? That's not what I asked.
Woo!
That's an
All right.
different conversation.
I'd hate to look at your search history, bud.
And this is why we get the warning on the stream before you open it. Hold on. There is not a clear answer on Google. Thank you. Oh, fake creatures.
No, dwarves are not considered fae in Dungeons and Dragons.
Thank you, because I could not find that anywhere. So she's really staring at the rest of your party.
rude.
Which actually, give me a perception check.
Me?
Yeah, Larry. Let's see if you notice that the queen doesn't like Faye or your party.
Well, I'm not a fae.
You know what? You're different enough that you could probably be.
Yeah. I'm a walking fish,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
she
a
doesn't-
walking fish.
You look weird enough. Yeah, you notice that she doesn't like your party members, Larry. You see her kind of mean mugging them, but she's kind of trying to hide it. And Gil, you definitely notice she's not fond of your presence here. I suppose you'll have questions on my son and his whereabouts. You see, he was in the garden with the butler. His name is Burrell. Yeah, he was there with my daughter, the Princess Alora. And I'm gonna also type these in chat as well, so that in case anybody is taking notes, which I think was CJ. So this will be fun for next session. So that is the
I
king's
hope
name.
I have everything prepared by then.
Yeah, and listening in,
Rob.
you'll at least get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah, it's important.
God, I can't type. And then there's Penelope, which is the queen, Princess Alora, and then Burrell the butler.
You know, sometimes you could be surprised, like how like a queen character can sometimes be very, very, deep.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen this anime called Ranking of Kings?
I haven't. I haven't heard of that actually.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, I have not heard. I'll add it to my list.
It's
I got
like
a long list of
it's
anime.
like it's pretty much like this time period, like Middle Ages, with giants, dragons, and stuff. And like the main character is like this deaf boy who turns out to become like the strongest character in his universe
I will definitely
by
have to
being the
check that
weakest
out.
character in his universe.
There's a lot of isekais like that actually.
No, no, no. It's not an isekai. It's not an isekai.
Oh
It
no,
fully takes place in that universe.
no. I just say like there's a couple of isekai that start out with the characters like the weakest person in the world. Um,
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
but yeah, the king looks at
But
you
he
guys and
finds a
That
way to
makes
overcome it.
sense.
hmm. What'd you say, Michael?
No, I was making fun of animes.
Oh, the king looks at you guys and he's like, "Yes, he was in the garden. I." He looks at uh, Faye and then he looks over at Gil and back behind you guys where Azamar is at being an edgelord standing off to the distance and kind of leans in and goes, "I believe that um, the Fae are involved in this kidnapping. Unfortunately, I hear talks of an uprising happening, and while I am hopeful they don't do anything, and I really am, I would like to say they wouldn't do something of this, but in our city of Nemea, we have a dark history between the humans and Fae."
I think now I'm going to bring up that question of you have wealth, why hire how do I say, why hire people you are not quite sure of race you are not quite sure of, to do this job for you?
Well, I don't want to alarm the general public that the prince is missing. He is the next in line, you see, and if word got out that he was no longer in the castle, then the rumor would immediately spread that Faye had stolen him and
Well,
kidnapped him.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the missing a child not Princess Alora?
No, the prince is Prince Henry. He is second of his
Okay.
name, and he is my son. I named him after my grandfather, you see. And so I specifically requested for a group of adventurers that weren't already in the city, with less risk of someone spreading the word if I was enlisting from help from somewhere else.
Is it out of character? What was his name?
Uh, the prince or the king?
The Prince.
Henry. And so Henry.
Prince Henry. Oh no. All right. Got my notes in order.
Yes.
Well, everybody knows we're here now, as they were all looking at us on the way in. Not exactly friendly faces out there in those streets.
I I really apologize for this. I attempted to try and squash the hatred between the humans and Fae, but I just you can't squash all hatred. You can do what you can. I I tried, you see. Um Faye,
Mhm.
roll me a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
Very nice. So as the king is talking about protecting the Fae and stuff like that, you see the queen kind of shift from she was facing like the right with her leg out over the other one. You watch as she shifts to her left side and just sighs, and you see a single tear go down her face. Oh,
Goodbye.
well. But yeah, you watch as that tear goes down her face, and the king kind of hobbles back over to his chair. I, I please find this prince. He's my next in line. He's supposed to take the kingdom next, and I don't know what I'll do if he's not found. And you see him, his voice crack, and he starts not crying, but a couple of tears fall down his face.
I'll kind of shift towards the queen and say, Your Majesty, do you have any important details we should know about this?
She'll look at you. Um, no. I do, however, have a picture of our son, if you would like it.
Yes, please. That would be very helpful.
She'll nod and she'll look at you and step off and walk out of the double doors over here.
Also out of character. What is this thing I'm standing next to?
It's like a pillar, kind of like a
Ah.
like one of those pillars that hold the ceiling up, and so it's extending all the way up.
Okay.
If there's anything else I could assist you, if any questions you could potentially have, I will answer them to the best of my ability. I our butler would know more since he was there, and I do believe the gardener was also there at the time. I will have one of my soldiers walk you to to the garden if that's will be to your liking.
I think that'd be very helpful.
Yes, of course. And the queen will walk back, and you hear her sniffle just a little bit. And she'll look at you, Gil, and then she'll hand the picture to Larry, and then walk back over to her seat.
Typically not the one who asked for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she a bitch.
She a bitch.
Yeah, this is a bitchy queen.
Here, you can have this picture. I didn't want it. I handed Faye.
And
I'll take
You
it
can
and
watch
look at
the
her.
queen's face grimace as this Faye touches the photo of her child.
ugh.
I will look at her with daggers. Oh, shit.
Boy.
And so that is the picture of the prince that is inside. That is our son, Prince Henry.
I look at him, I look at them, I look at him.
Okay.
The queen will look back at you. Yes.
Oh, that was a joke. I didn't really. I'm not here to read the royalty.
Eat the rich.
Oh goodness.
And one of the
Can
soldiers
we
will walk up. Yeah.
can we make actually just along the lines of that an inquiry about the lineage, like I don't know, insight or perception to see if I don't know.
Roll me an inside check. Ooh.
Oh,
Damn it.
So both of you notice that while the child does share a lot of similarities with the king, you don't quite see as many with the queen, if anything.
interesting.
I knew it. He doesn't look turtle in it.
He ain't got that neck on him. No way.
It's just built different.
It's built different. Ah, there. He is come to walk you all to where you need to go. The king will point to the soldier behind you guys.
Okay. I bow and thank him, and I'll be back for my gold when this is all done.
Oh yes, of course. I'll make sure you get pulled and pulled. You'll get paid and then some.
Good.
Nice.
Yes.
Just do one last look at the queen, and then I'll turn around. I won't say anything, but I'll turn around and go.
I'm gonna respectfully nod and bow to them as I turn away, and I'm gonna tap the drum on my hip, and all the little bubbles are gonna come back and start following me.
All right.
Not like a swarm on you.
It is a swarm. It's my swarm. I'm a
Hey,
swarm keeper.
is it possible to is there like a distance on those bubbles, or can one of those bubbles like break off and not be out of I don't know, some sort of communication range?
I believe technically they're living creatures. They don't need me to exist.
Yeah, they just kind of exist around, and the swarm keepers could just. I think they just have this little group that likes being around them, so they
They
never
have a
leave.
connection to me, so they
Yeah.
stay with me. They can split apart and go off wherever the heck they feel like if they wanted to.
Oh. you just walk right in there.
Oh, well, why am I getting stuck on this wall? Help! I can't drag myself out of the room.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I feel like it's a trap now that I couldn't leave.
The soldier, he leads you all through the castle, and everything is the same stone color and blue flags, and all of the windows have mosaics of the goddess Akadi, and holding this staff. And as you guys are walking by this room, you briefly look inside and see this frail elven man, like frantically rushing about. You see him picking up papers and stuff, and
Do I know anything about this? I probably don't know anything about that god.
the goddess Akadi, roll me a religion check.
I highly doubt my character would, but let's go for it. Where are you, religion? There we go. My -1 modifier.
You sure don't. You,
No
Don't know
clue.
shit. Don't know shit.
I don't know this person. Who's she?
who is this lady?
She's everywhere in this castle.
Yes, she is. Elf Daddy number 3.
Boy. Are they all 6'5"?
This man
Or just
is
your
not-
favorite ones?
Yeah, just my favorites.
Mm.
This one's he's about 5'10ish. He is very skinny. He's a very frail elf, but he doesn't look at you guys. He's just frantically walking around here as the soldier walks past him and leads you all through the castle continuously. And there are statues every now and then of the goddess, and different, normal goddess statues, them standing with one hand on the chest and another one just at their side, looking off into the distance.
Voguing.
Exactly. Looking fierce. And as you guys walk past some of more of the soldiers, they also stare at you, but they don't say
Oh
anything.
my god,
And
she looks so angry.
she a mad woman. And the soldier will raise a hand to the entryway to this large greenhouse, and then nod at you. But it doesn't say anything else.
Oh, I didn't
Oh.
don't know how I did that.
Okay.
Nod back and enter.
All right, so you guys are walking into the garden.
So like
And the garden.
I'm just gonna look around and is there is is there do we know where he was taken from, or is there any evidence laying around, or do we just need to walk around aimlessly until we see something in the dirt?
The soldier looks at you and then points at the garden. The butler.
How ominous.
So is this the where's the butler at though?
Well, we
Uh,
haven't gone to the garden yet.
Yes,
Oh.
he is in the garden. And
Oh.
sounds like
Um,
Faye is
I'm-
opening the door. Yes.
Oh, opening
Oh,
the
whatever.
door. Oh,
Oh, I cannot. Ah,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, oh goodness. I'm going to before I walk in, I tapped
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I tapped a string of notes on my drum, and the little water elementals all fanned out.
Oh. Love that.
They all fanned out, and they're all spreading around the garden.
They are happy as a clam as you guys are walking in, and immediately you are hit with this wave of happiness. This
Oh my.
you start feeling like nostalgic, and you're calm, and everything's just you just feel real good. And everybody roll me an arcana check.
I was just about to ask to do that. Cool. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh no. Somehow the barbarian got it. So, Gil, you are walking in and you're more paying attention to your elementals kind of dancing around this area, this garden filled with a bunch of different types of flowers and bushes of stuff. So you don't really know what it is, but Larry and Faye in your travels, you've come across this type of magic before. It's a it's a happy magic. The clouds in here, you watch as they're going from inside one end of the garden, the ceiling that's extending far up above your heads, and it's kind of like clouds going inside of the windows. So it's like this place has its own cloud system, and these clouds are emitting this magic that makes you happy.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling good. Right?
Yeah,
Feeling
you're feeling
good.
good.
I'm just gonna turn around to the soldier. Oh, sorry about being an asshole earlier.
The soldier looks at you and just nods. Yeah, yeah, and anytime I get it.
Ah, thanks, man. I just pat him on the shoulder. Boom, boom. A lot harder than I probably should.
Yeah, he gets knocked a little bit, and he's like, oh, yeah, no problem. And as you guys are entering, you see this nice elven man standing there, a little old guy, and he looks at you as you enter. He hears you speaking to the soldier. He's wearing a black vest and pants. He's got a handkerchief in his pocket, and he kind of stumbles over. You can tell this is a very older elf. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you all. Who are you, may I ask?
We're a group hired by the king. We've been hired to help look for his son.
Oh, oh, yes. Oh, Henry. Oh, poor Henry. I. I see. I was aware that the king had hired some people to come and look, but I was not aware that it was going to be you all. He looks at Larry as you walk by him. And also, if as you're getting closer to that bush, could you roll me a perception check?
Yeah.
And while you're rolling that, he'll look at you all and oh no. I, I feel so awful for the entire situation. The poor princess believes it's all her fault her brother went missing, and no matter how many times I try to reassure her that it had nothing to do with her, it just it's no good. That poor girl, she'll be thinking of this for years to come. Larry, you don't hear anything. You are too distracted by the clouds. You're not paying attention to what's
Yeah,
going on.
I'm feeling good.
I would like to ask why she feels involved. What is her role in this?
Well, the night it happened, the young Princess Alora had requested for snacks. You see, she was feeling quite peckish, and I told her that I would go retrieve her some sustenance and walked off, and that was when the prince had gone missing. As she, because of that, she believes that if she had not requested for food, then I would be here to protect the young prince from being kidnapped. The poor girl believes it's all her fault. Her brother has gone missing, and I keep telling her that they would have seeked out a different time to retrieve the young prince and take him. Oh, that poor young girl.
So they were together when it happened?
No, she had walked with me to go with it, and the young prince was here, and the gardener, who she was in the back at the time when it occurred.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so this is where he was taken, correct? In this area.
Yes, he was here, and there's only one entrance in and out of this building, the one you've just walked through, and the only ones who were here were, well, technically me when I went to retrieve the sustenance, but me, the young princess, the gardener, and the two knights that were outside at the time.
I'd love to question the gardener and the knights.
Why, yes, of course. I I must say that we did go to check the knight's memories. You see, the queen, very much so, used all of her magic power. She's the one who did this. Actually, he'll look up at the ceiling, at the clouds. She's quite the powerful mage, the queen, and when she went back, she showed us all that there was nothing there. There was only they were looking straight ahead at their post, and they watched me leave the room and watched me enter it again. You are definitely more than welcome to question them. I will not stop you. You may have walked past them on their way out, on your way in.
Okay.
It was at this point. Could everybody roll me a perception? And Larry, you can roll it again if you'd like.
Can I also roll an investigation since I had sent my swarm out to look for anything?
You sure can roll it. Roll
If
that
if I'm
investigation.
allowed to use them that way, I should ask.
You know, do you have? I'll let it slide.
Okay.
Get up into places, boy.
Yeah, signaled them with the drum to go investigate, look for any signs. I guess it'd be hard to look for signs of magic in a room that's constantly got magic raining down on it from clouds.
You know? So why don't you roll me 2 checks? A perception and an investigation.
Okay. Well,
Well,
my elementals couldn't find anything, but
We got one
I
good
was
check.
perceptive.
they were too scared of all the branches poking out, ready to pop them at any moment.
I wouldn't harm them.
They'd float around. But so Faye and Gil, you hear crying of a little girl off in the distance.
Ugh.
In this direction. Oh, that
Okay.
poor girl.
I'll start to kind of walk that way.
Is there any fruit in here? Like, it's a garden, but is it just flowers or?
It's flowers. There's a couple of fruit off to the side. You'll like right over here. It looks like a blueberry tree.
Oh,
You're
wow,
still hungry?
Careful.
I'm just collecting. I'm like hunter gatherer, but it's mostly gathering.
I'm gonna move over here and be
Mhm.
listening, but not really of this conversation with the little child just yet.
The crying gets a little louder as you get closer, and Faye, you look across around the corner of the bush, and you see this little girl just sitting there crying into her hands, and I will.
Aw.
Oh wow, looks like she just came fresh from the fucking pageant.
Royalty, duh.
Royalty.
This is a
Always fresh from the
royal
pageant.
lady. Exactly. And she has long curly hair, a sky blue dress adorned with silver jewelry, and her cheeks are puffy, and you can tell she's been crying a lot.
Okay, get down on my knees so I'm kind of level and ask her, is everything. No, what happened, little one?
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Who are you?
I'm here to find the missing prince along with my colleague.
You're gonna find my brother. I'm sorry I asked for trees. I didn't know.
Don't be sorry. We're gonna figure out what happened.
Promise?
Absolutely. If you could just tell me anything you remember.
I just, it was me and Big Brother Henry. We were standing right here where we're at right now, and I told Burrell that I wanted to have cookies, and he told me that I probably shouldn't. It'll spoil my dinner, but I really, really wanted cookies, and so then me and Burrell walked outside to go and get some cookies, and when we came back, uh, Evelyn was back there and she was frantic, and that's when he went missing.
Okay. What was he doing when you left?
He was just standing here. He said that he was gonna stay here and eat some of the berries.
Can you show me the berries?
She'll kind of point her finger to behind you. The, the little bushes right here. Which you go to look at them and you can see that they're just there's some blueberries here as well.
Okay. Do you know how long you were gone for? Was it a long time or short time?
she'll look down at her fingers, and you see her really concentrate as she starts like counting out her fingers. Uh, and then she'll hold out both hands, this many, to point out all 10 of her fingers.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Who said
So I'll,
that?
This woman walks up as
Ah.
Faye is talking to this child.
oh, she pretty. So I'll get up from my knees and say, "Hi, I'm Fei Fei. We're trying to figure out what happened with the prince. May I ask your name?"
Oh, yes. My name is Yuveline. Yuveline Galanodal. And let me put that in chat real fast. I am the gardener here. She'll look around the corner at Larry. Could you please not take all of the berries? It takes quite
Yeah,
a while.
no problem.
Wait, she's the gardener?
Yes.
Who was the old man we talked to first?
That is the butler.
Oh, is that who brought us here?
So this is
No,
going to be...
no, we were
that's
brought
the
by a
soldier.
soldier. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, so this is
got
the
it.
butler for you.
Locked in.
Got it. Oh, you're doing okay, Laura. These nice people are here now. They said they're gonna find Big Brother Henry. Ah, did they? Well, why don't you run along and let me talk to these nice people? Alright, go play with the wild berries. You know they're starting to bloom. Yeah! And you'll watch her rush off, and before she turns away, she'll look at you, Faye, and go, "Thank you for finding my brother." And then continue on.
Give her a nod. She will.
In
Oh,
an act of kindness, niceness, however you'd put it. I start tapping my drum, and a bunch of the little elementals start floating and follow the child and dance around in snowflakes, and
she's
basically
giggling.
like a child chasing butterflies
Yeah, she's
is what's
giggling
going
and
on over
enjoying
there.
it. She's loving that. And now there's child laughter filling the garden.
Shit.
Gosh damn it.
Oh no, not children's laughter. What can I help you all with? I'll try to answer any questions that I can.
So you were with the prince when he went missing, is that correct?
Yeah, well, technically, yes, I was here in the building. She points behind her towards the wild berries. I was actually trying to get rid of this invasive beetle that has been just all over the place this summer. It has been awful. Oh, so I was actually bending into the bushes when I heard the young princess and Burrell saying they were going out for cookies, and I did hear the young prince sitting over here just waiting, just eating some berries, and I didn't really see much, unfortunately.
Did you hear anything after they left and it was just you and the prince in here?
Well, I heard a rustling, but I had only assumed that it was the prince eating from the bushes. It was. I heard it often. It was coming from somewhere around here, but I just assumed it was the prince playing in the bushes as he usually does.
I point to the spot she just told us and ask in confirmation. You said over there?
Yes, somewhere in those mushrooms, you see.
All right, I nod to her and leave these two to continue talking to her, and I head over there, and I'm gonna poke around for a little bit.
All right, roll me an investigation check. Mm. And as you're doing that, Eveline will look at you both and go, "Oh, oh
Oh no.
no."
Oh,
Stop making me roll investigation.
I see what stat we're lacking in right now.
All of these negatives.
Just side note, what does the second number mean
The
in the
second
rolls?
number is like your advantage roll. So if you were to ever roll with advantage, you take
Oh,
you it rolls twice, and so whichever one is higher is the one you would use. So it's just rolling both of them at the same time.
oh
It's
gotcha.
the
Okay.
same as disadvantage.
Yeah. So if you're ever rolling advantage or disadvantage, you take disadvantage would be the lower of the number, and then advantage would be the higher of the number.
Okay.
Otherwise, you just use the first one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ba-da-ba,
But
ba-da-ba.
you're looking at these mushrooms and you can't find anything. You're just trying to search and the walls are walling, the mushrooms are mushrooming.
Okay. Walls are walling, mushrooms mushrooming. Very suspicious.
That's the most suspicious thing here.
Hmm.
Well, while I'm wasting time looking at mushrooms and walls, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, what are you two doing with Yuvaline as she's kind of got her arms crossed. You're going to take a good look at her. She's got a slightly tan skin, her pointed ears, showing that she is Fey, Fey-born. She's got spectacles that aren't actually sitting like perfectly on her face, so they're kind of she keeps having to push them up. And she's got ruby colored eyes, and she's wearing kind of like a cashmere shirt with a long sleeves, and she's got a long flowing blue skirt, and she's not wearing shoes. And you go to look a little closer, and around her neck she's got a pendant on, and it's in the shape of the owl that you keep seeing around the castle.
Okay, I would like to ask her. Given the city's history with Fae, how did a Fae make it into the castle in such an important role?
Well, we'd had always had Fae that worked in the castle, and to be honest, we had many more. Um, but when the incident occurred 30 years ago, he only kept a certain few, and being the sole gardener, someone has to take care of this place. The queen loves this garden. The king does too, honestly. The whole royal family just loves this place, and in order to keep someone, they kept someone who knew what they were doing, and it just so happened to be me. Which is
How
not.
does sorry.
Yes.
How does the queen treat you?
She's not fond of my presence. I will put it that way. I'm sure you. She looks at you, Faye, and looks at your ears specifically. I'm sure you are well aware. She's not the most fond of Fae creatures.
Yes, I have noticed.
I'm not sure where that's stemming from, but she definitely does not like the Fae. I tend
Yes,
to
I
keep my
see.
distance when she's in here. Larry, what are you doing this entire time?
Larry is feeling really good about this cloud. Who passed the Arcana check for this cloud?
That was
Or
Both of you.
Yeah, both you
I
and
passed it
Faye.
too.
Yeah, you've passed it. So you know that
Okay,
these
so
clouds are making you happy.
and this is like a spell. It's not something naturally occurring that they've recreated through one of the plants in here or anything like that.
Right. It's a some type of magic that's making these clouds emit this happiness. Make basically creating dopamine for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask her then. Who creates the dopamine clouds that are just making me feel wonderful in here?
Oh, that would be the queen. She's very powerful in the magic arts. The baked goods are created using the queen's recipe, and that's why they keep refilling.
Oh, she's very powerful. I'd make her my queen too if she could bake like that all the time, non-stop, boy. Or girl, sorry.
She'll give you a chuckle. Yes, the queen is she is wonderful when she can be. But she is also very, very harsh, and she loves her children. She'll look back at Alora as she says it, and she'll do anything to protect them.
Okay, a couple questions, but offhanded, do you know if the prince is the queen's son?
Oh, whatever do you mean?
Ooh.
They don't look related. Yeah, see, he's curious too.
Yeah, meow. No, I'm unaware of this.
I'm sorry. What was the question you asked? I apologize.
Is the prince the queen's son because they don't share features?
Okay, all right.
Okay, well, I would like to know more about the incident that drove the wedge between the Fae and the humans. Could you tell me about that?
You'll see her eyes kind of downcast a little. Yes, it was a tragedy. The soldiers were out on a training mission, you see. Back then, the Fae and the human were all just perfectly woven together, complementing each other. And one of the Fae soldiers, they fell down a cliff and died. The Fae blamed the humans for pushing the soldier. And the humans they denied it, as you know they would, obviously. If you talk to Diablo would know much more, as he was there that day. Mind you, he was a young one at the time, but he was there.
The devil.
The devil himself.
Huh?
Oops, sorry. Gotta move the
Does he
cat. Give me one
happen to
second.
be red with
Yeah,
a whole...
you get.
Could you tell me where Diablo is in the castle?
Why, of course. He will be in the training grounds. That's usually where he's kept these days.
Okay,
He
I'm
would.
just writing.
And while this is happening, Gil, let's try your investigation again. And this
I'm
time,
still over here digging.
since
Yeah,
you've
look,
been,
I'd really like to look around the whole place. Honestly, I'm just
since you've been
yeah.
looking in
All I did
this.
was collect berries.
Hey, that's totally. You can as well. You can also roll me this, but Gil, roll me yours with advantage, and Larry, just roll yours normally.
Watch. This is gonna be the roll where advantage and regular are both abysmal. Is this? Okay, a 15.
So you're looking through these mushrooms, and you're trying to figure out like what's going on. You heard that there is something over here, and before you notice it, just an instant too late before you hear Larry shout over your shoulder about a stone being loose in this wall here.
Oh.
Larry.
Yeah, Larry, you see it first before Gil does at all.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to pry it out with my hands, and see if I can just pop it loose and see what's underneath it.
It does come loose, and Larry.
Oh, no.
And as you're popping out this stone, there is a note inside. And
All right. I grab it and I don't want to look at it. I want to read it.
All the note says is Jocko knows, in very messy handwriting. Put that in chat too so you can read it.
Okay. Well, then my next question out loud is, are they over there with me, or am I just?
The only one who would be by you right now would be Gil. Because you both
Okay.
see this. You see the loose stone first, and then Gil sees it afterwards.
Okay. Well, I'll hand it to him, and I'll be like, "Who is this guy?"
You're asking me who the stone is?
No. Who is the the note? I hand the note to you.
Oh, the note.
Yeah, I found a note inside, and it's got a name in it. So I don't know who this is, but I guess this is what we're looking for. Or this is suspicious one way or another.
And the note just says Jolko knows.
Yes.
Okay. I I have no clue. So I turn around and I head back over to Faye and Gardner. And I present the note to the gardener.
What is this?
I'm not entirely sure. It was in the wall behind the mushrooms.
Oh. And Burrell kind of hobbles over. Joko, that's the Fey ambassador. Yes, you may have walked past his office on your way here. Why
Oh.
is that there?
Hmm.
You don't think the Fey ambassador had anything to do with this, do you? Oh, Joko would never.
Well, according to this note, he knows more than we.
Yes, well, the Joko should be on his way, or should be getting ready to go home for the night, actually. If you run, you can catch him.
I just picture Larry booking it.
Can I just sidebar? Let's just sidebar. Yeah, just come over here. Let's just sidebar, huh? Let's just get
Larry's
upside down.
Well, how did you turn?
Yeah. Let's just sidebar over here.
Larry's upside
Listen, guys.
down.
Listen, this is. Do I need to investigate to determine, because it's like scribbled handwriting, like a child, I would assume, right? Like
So I'll give you I'll give it to you that it's not a child's handwriting per se, but it does look like whoever wrote this doesn't have good handwriting.
Okay. Well, if it looks like a child's handwriting to me, because so maybe we should ask Alora if she knows about this note.
Well, I'm gonna nod and thank them for the information, and immediately start heading towards Jelko's office, whatever you call it.
I'm coming with you.
While you two are heading off, and Larry, you are showing the note to Alora.
I'm showing it to Alora. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over there and show it to her. Oh, okay, she came to
Oh.
me. Cool. It's alright, she was hiding in the blueberries. That's cool.
She walks over and she's getting ready to say goodbye to you all.
Okay, and I just ease my way over there to her, and I hand her the note, and I say, Alora, do you know anything about this?
No, I don't know what that is. I can't read.
And how old are you, young lady?
I'm 7.
Hmm. I said, well, that's okay, sweetie. You'll learn in time. And I just stick the note in my pocket. And I would nod, and then I'll follow the other two.
Thank you for finding my brother.
Goodbye. I wave and run away.
Goodbye.
And I'm gonna move us back here, but we're going to take a break. Our human break.